So we've got Nicole Cullen and Pat online, and I can call this meeting to order at 5:32. And then if Ashley gets here, then great. So I guess the first order of business is if you guys want to approve the minutes for June and July that were attached.
Yes, so does.
Okay, so if someone wants to motion and then someone can second.
I move to approve.
I'll second. Right on. Thank you for that housekeeping business.
Can I crack this open?
Yes, please feel free.
Thank you.
While we have Councilmember Kat Cotton online, I'm going to jump ahead on the agenda and talk about the city-owned inventory before we can do the other things. So one of the things, let me pull up city code to if I can just click on this here. Does that show on the screen for you, Kat? Probably not.
But that's okay. I think
Okay.
I saw it last time. We were kind of unofficially looking at stuff.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, so this is our municipal city code, so it's our law. And what it says here that pertains to this conversation about city-owned inventory is no existing work of art, at C, no existing work of art owned by the city of Snoqualmie should be removed, relocated, or altered without prior review by the Arts Commission, which shall submit its recommendation to the council. Ashley's here, welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
We are like almost a full house. So there's two things that based on that city code, there's two things that we wanted to talk about. We had a little conversation kind of behind the scenes a little bit, not breaking any quorum, but just, conversations is two things is the first one. And we invited the Snoqualmie tribe to attend the meeting tonight, but we didn't hear back from them.
Okay.
They had been invited previously by two other staff members, and then I sent the agenda this morning. So downtown Snoqualmie, you're probably all familiar with this piece. And this is a presentation that I gave to City Council in October of 2023. The Snoqualmie tribe was there. They were appreciative of the presentation. There's been conversation in the community for a while now about this piece, and just that maybe it's time to give it a new home, to rehome it. And so
why?
Yes, exactly. So this piece is actually not an artifact of the Snoqualmie tribe. It doesn't represent their history. I'm gonna have to reorient myself with this stuff. So this
Nicole,
piece, yes,
Nicole, can I step in?
please do.
History. So the Salish tribe and the coastal Salish and Snoqualmie tribes do not carve story poles. That's not part of their heritage. That only occurs for the Alaskan indigenous people and the British Columbian indigenous people. And this particular story pole was not even carved by a native. It was carved by one of the settlers who also did the Fall City totem pole.
Yeah, Hugh Hines, he carved it in 1936. Yeah.
And so it was that there was never any true story, and none of the characters on it are representative of Snoqualmie symbols or anything like that. And I do want to bring up, since I can't see it for sure, but Nicole, I think the other part of the code regarding art had to do with if it, because I feel like I sent this to you, if it induces any kind of making people
offense. I see it under D. No art shall be displayed which is offensive to any race, religion, national origin, or protected status. Is that what you mean, Kat?
Yeah, that's the one. And so we've had many years of concern expressed by the Snoqualmie tribal members about this piece being offensive to them, to their tribe. And, oh, and back to the story, it's the reason that it was carved. I don't even know why that one was carved. I know the one in Fall City was carved to honor another pioneer, not even honoring any native people. So I'm not sure in our history for that story pulled downtown if there was why. I don't know why. I'm assuming it was to honor somebody, but somewhere along the line back in 1936.
Yeah. So this, like Kat was saying, this has been a conversation in the city for many years. The downtown merchants have brought it to the city and said, would you reconsider taking it out of downtown Snoqualmie? And we need to have a conversation, the Snoqualmie Valley Historical Museum, so that's another conversation here. They might possibly be willing to take it. It is historical to the community of Snoqualmie, so it would not be destroyed. It would just be kind of rehomed. Relocated, that's a great word. That's a great word. But so this is something that the Arts Commission, we would be able to, and we would take a vote on it if you guys would want to do that, but we would create a letter, or I would create a letter, and it would be on behalf of the Arts Commission that your recommendation to City Council would be to remove the pole.
I just kind of have a different opinion. I can understand it creates offense or whatever, but lots of art can create offense. What if, but it's also like, since I've come here, it's always been there. And it's been there since 1936. So how can you say something is history and something is?
Actually, I don't know. I take that back. I don't know if it was 1936. It was, might have been in 1991, Mary. But it has been in Snoqualmie from 1991 with.
And it's beautiful. So why do we want to spend thousands of dollars to take it away? Like, for me, can't you just put a placard like this is not tribal? Or
It's inappropriate that it's not made by a person of native descent.
I guess we all are going to have different opinions about it.
Okay.
But if it's offending the local tribe, which gives so much to our community, we should, take that in consideration, I think. That's just my thoughts on it. I don't find it to be beautiful myself, but that's just my thoughts.
Is there any way this kind of
Oh, hi, Sarah. Welcome.
oh hey, sorry, I snuck on a few minutes late. I wonder if we could replace it with something, because it's such a great spot for something to be.
Yes, and that is a conversation that Mayor Ross has had with the Snoqualmie tribe in these last few years, saying that we would like to give them an opportunity to place something with their, that they would approve. I might not be using the right language, rather than this. So that offer has been extended. We haven't had any further discussions on it, but that would be the goal. And not necessarily in this location with these trees and the root system. I don't know if we'd want to put anything right there, but there would be other locations that we could discuss. Okay, with the Snoqualmie tribe.
I have no problem relocating. Yeah, I think some of the image, may be offensive. I just look at those images. I mean, some people can see it as arts, but for Native American, everything that how their statue has a symbolic meaning to it, and so that's their culture, it's also their religion. So we want to respect them, and we are not totally destroying this art piece either.
That would not be just.
And so it's not like and maybe it will cost. I don't know how much it will cost to move this to another location, but I don't think
it would be very expensive. We would probably have staff, have city staff take it.
Yeah, and then we can make both parties happy. So why not do that?
Yes. I think for this, I was hoping that the Snoqualmie tribe would be here to be part of the discussion, so. We can always, this can be kind of, we did this actually with council where we have certain things where we have to give it 2 touches. You know, where it goes to council twice, so we can give this another touch here in the Arts Commission. And that will give us a little bit more time to see if the tribe would like to come in and hear that. Also, we need to reach out to find someone, hopefully the Snoqualmie Valley Historical Museum, that we would be loaning this piece to them. So if you guys are happy with that, I can, you know, we can get a little bit more information and then come back and have maybe a formal vote and maybe a letter of recommendation.
Yeah, we can tell them that we need a replacement piece for that. And
Okay.
they can
I'm
create
sure
a
there's
piece.
someone in the
Yes.
Snoqualmie tribe that would be more than thrilled to make something that, you know, goes there. I think that'd be doing right by the not intentional placement or making of the piece. I don't think anyone had that intent, but
Right.
we do need to respect that this is not that person's culture who was creating it, and it was a little bit of appropriation.
Yeah,
So
and I'm happy.
giving, like, setting it right, kind of that.
Totally, and I will, this was not added to the agenda, but I forgot to include this, so I'll go ahead and include this document to you guys, and then you can see the links from the Burke Museum. There's been, several cities in the greater Seattle area that have, been having this conversation, so
Okay.
I will send that link.
There's a big one in the Burke.
Yeah, the Burke Museum, that was really some, interesting reading. Yes. Hey, Kat.
Hey, if you're gonna be addressing this and giving the tribe also a chance to speak to this, and I love all the ideas that you guys are saying because we've had discussions about this before, but do you feel that this is something you would want to open to public comment for, like, also like the downtown merchants or other interested citizens to come and express, you know, opinions or views? Because I do know this is kind of one of those topics that is mixed reviews, and even though way back when this art was the story pole was commissioned, there was no offensive or malicious intent in it. It was just the times. It was just the times are different than what they are now about what is tolerated and such. So it definitely is kind of a hot button topic.
Maybe Kat, help me through this with the logistics of that. So if maybe it would be the October meeting, we would try to have a little more of the answers to it, but maybe at the October Arts Commission meeting, we could draft a letter that could go to council, and then when it would go to council, at that council meeting, that would be an opportunity for public comment and discussion. Is that right? Is that how the logistics of that would work?
You could do like a presentation and then also have like I say, any public comment. And that way you're opening it up to not just, you know, I mean, you know, Nicole, through the years here, what's you know, kind of the history of people talking about it. And
This goes back to the Larson administration, you know, even before Mayor Ross. This was a conversation when Matt Larson was mayor as well. And the downtown merchants has talked about this a lot,
Right.
so.
Right, so it is, I mean, if people feel strongly enough about it that they want to come and, you know, talk about it, and I know even on council, it's kind of divided. As far as you know, how people feel about it. But anyway, so I think, you know, like having these alternatives and being able to, you know, put other native artwork on display would be so awesome that it sounds like you guys could, you know, you guys are kind of behind that thought too.
Okay. Does that sound like a kind of plan of action?
Yeah.
Okay. right.
Would it be helpful? I made a new friend from the tribe who
Oh.
works at the casino, and she offered to give me a tour of the art in the casino.
Oh,
Maybe I'll ask her opinion if they have anything they'd like.
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll
Yeah,
ask her.
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if they have any artifacts or anything that they could just, loan as an installation
Okay.
or, yeah,
let alone maybe.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
And
or if they
yeah.
had an installation that they wanted to be downtown, or if they wanted to commission a piece, so. Like I said, we haven't had that conversation with the tribe specifically.
yeah,
Drilling down those details,
okay,
so
all right.
I think it's kind of one of those, you do this, then this would be the next step, so this was the first conversation.
There's a whole outside preservation thing where it is too,
Yeah,
like, so
yeah.
that'd be, you'll probably need something.
The second item of business, and I don't have a picture of it, but it's downstairs in the council chambers. So behind the dais, there are 5 pieces of art by an artist that's just died in the last couple of years, Dick Burhans. And those pieces, the city staff, we've been working on that in the last year or so, we've gotten appraisal on it, we've decided that we'd like to remove those pieces, and the Snoqualmie Valley Historical Museum wants to take it on loan. And then it would be there for all to enjoy versus 9 to 3, Monday through Thursday in our building. So those murals, those also, we have heard some from the tribe of it that is, I guess we'd say it's offensive, but they're not thrilled with those pieces or those
With the
murals.
historical perspective, I think.
Yeah,
The kind of
Yeah.
it's not relating to anything but the woodman industry.
the
So
logging industry, yeah, it was the logging industry. And additionally, from a standpoint of just typical city council chambers, a blank wall is actually better for videography and for photography when there's things like that being taken. So we have kind of done our behind the scenes homework to have those removed in December, have the work taken done. So that would be me saying to you guys as Arts Commission, if you would support that, and then I could draft a letter and okay. So why don't we make it official though and do a motion tonight that gives me the authority as your liaison to create such letter and then have you guys sign it, so.
Okay.
Or I sign it on your behalf, so. Most.
What do you say?
What do you want?
I want somebody to motion that
I'll motion.
you'll motion, that, you would motion to, have the Arts Commission send a letter of recommendation to city council to have the Burhans murals loaned to the Snoqualmie Valley Historical Museum.
Okay,
Does that sound good?
yeah,
And I'll go back and listen to what I just said. So you motion and you're okay to second it? Kat, how was that? Did I do okay on that?
absolutely.
Absolutely. So, yeah, his artwork is really beloved by a lot of people. And so we think that would be a better location for it to be seen. They have temperature control and all that good stuff. So we'll be doing that. Anything else, Kat, on that topic? Any of those? Okay.
No, and so are you drafting a letter to the tribe about the story pole, or is that going to be a separate thing?
I will probably talk with Dina, the city attorney, on the next steps. That sometimes is a little bit above my pay grade, and
Right.
have that next conversation with the tribe, let them know that the Arts Commission has discussed it and there's some value to the conversation and what would be the next steps.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the top of the agenda. Have you guys all seen the plein air, the original artwork? Let me go grab that. I'm gonna run to my dad's. I'll be right back.
Do you guys prefer air or? I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't know how to make it colder.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I just thought it was noisy. Okay, that's.
Oh, you can open the door.
Yes, yeah, okay, I'll go open
hot.
it. Yeah, it's.
Were you two running or something?
Yes.
Where are you?
I was running.
You got in here hot.
So this is the original that Cheryl Comstock painted at Plein Air this year that was voted first.
That's right.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
And this has been on display at Sigillo's for the last month. I just picked it up last week. So I'll go and get that framed. So all of the originals, the city of Snoqualmie Arts Commission, we own those in the building. So that's just beautiful. And I love the shape of the canvas. We don't have anything in our collection that is that shape. Just so cool. So what we usually have done is after the original, then we take photos of them and then we sell posters. We create posters and then those are at the Snoqualmie Valley Art Gallery for sale. And sales have been a little sluggish.
They're going up a little bit more.
Are they going up a little bit more?
Well, last time when I was on my shift, I tried to convince one girl to buy it, but she said she will come back, so think about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a booth at Snoqualmie Days to kind of try to spur this on, but it's, so what we, in the past, these prints would be sold. They're printed by the city on the Snoqualmie Arts Commission budget, and then the gallery would sell them, and then a portion of the sales would stay with the gallery, and then some would come to the city. So, we're kind of sitting on quite a bit of inventory and just not a lot of traction or time to display, no harm, no foul to the gallery because they have certain places all designated for all of the artists. So just kind of wondering what to do with this inventory of posters. Do we take it out? Maybe ask other merchants to sell it, or do we donate them?
Could we donate them to the schools?
That's what this discussion, is about. We marked them down. They were $30, right? And then we put them on sale on the studio sale.
Well, we have an original contract with the gallery, so we have to ask the gallery to verify if that's something we both agree. Apparently, gallery still keep it in their display now. I try to convince them to stay there, and then but yes, the sale is slow. And I don't know if you donate to school, what the school would do to those posters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can they sell theirs or they just do? I don't know what will they do. If we want to donate to school, we should ask what will they do first, and then we can talk to the gallery handstand members, and if they agree to give up, because there's a contract bound between both parties, right? So
Did Charlene find the contract? I thought she couldn't find it. I'd be curious.
I think she said some photo because we have so many like 10 years of photos and somewhere, so. But I believe there's a contract there, and then she said the gallery take $10 and the city take $20. But besides the sale is not a lot, so I don't know. I don't know the situation. I tried to find out, and then last time when we talked, that we thinking that maybe we should just donate it to the gallery, and then all the sale will go to the gallery. But I'm not sure how they will work out that way too. So, but it's helpful because a gallery is a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And they also help the community with arts. And then like part of the thing that I do for the library classes is also lots of resources coming from. So it's not like we are just keeping those money, we are actually giving back to the community.
Definitely.
And so we do need money because the rent is going up and people in the Hensai members, the board member, they're constantly worried about if we can keep this going. And so I do think that as members of the Hensai member and also SAC, I do like to see a benefit for both parties to be.
Right. I just from a standpoint want to be mindful of not printing posters and then they don't sell. That's kind of what I'm.
Also, as a member of the gallery
Yeah.
and on MZIG, I think we can do a better job displaying them. And put like one in a frame or something.
Mhm.
Maybe that's a discussion we can have with the gallery members and be like, hey, the city has spoken about like their sales just aren't moving. What can we do to improve that? Like address the first issue and then see how that goes.
Yeah,
And then have another discussion if things don't improve because
have a game plan for going ahead. Yeah.
And then a lot of members, they don't know what the bus is for, so they are not try. I mean, when the customer walking around the gallery, and sometimes we'll say, oh, it depends on their interest of and their budget. So we will tell them what kind of thing they can look for.
Mhm.
And so lots of people, they don't know that they should get to point out to the posters and they can use it.
Yeah.
It could be as simple as even just I can make a little thing in InDesign or Illustrator of each image, make sure there's like a display, something that really kind of catches the eye. Because honestly, I couldn't tell you where the posters are in the gallery right now.
I put it there as I also put the signs and everything. They are on the the back. There was the not a back wall, but when you walking this way, and there was a wall that meant that it has the ceramic and
the ceramic area and
the ceramic area that was next to the
it is, we have so much stuff in there too.
Yeah.
there was
easy
was
for-
a box. There was a box like this big
Yeah.
and this wide. And inside is all the.
Are those,
posters.
do we only show them for a certain time?
I actually tried to, before there was in the back rooms, and then I tried to get it out, so it's been out since July.
Oh,
And so, and we still saw a few.
I would
posters
imagine
after
people
that.
would be interested.
And we also reduced the price, so it's
we could-
20 to 50.
And I had
Yeah.
said as the city, like, we don't, like, let
Yeah.
the proceeds go to the gallery, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But that said, I do want to be mindful of
Yeah.
like the print runs that we do.
Right. And
So
it's
that
not the
we're-
thing that's making or breaking the gallery.
Right.
Money is nice, but it's not like our make or break moment.
Mhm.
But maybe, we can go back to the gallery and just say, hey, this came up during the commission. What are our thoughts? Is there a way that we could help promote it more? And then just open it up for discussion, see what people.
You know
can
what they're
say.
saying is like, there's a backstory of what are we gonna do with the inventory we have, but then also, are we gonna keep on printing?
How
Yeah.
much cost to each print that?
You have to go back and look. I'm sorry, I don't have that.
But I think the art was really nice.
Mhm.
This is gorgeous. I mean, this is gorgeous and
I don't mind to have it.
and some of them too, I think when I took over the arts as being the liaison a few years ago, they were really large posters. And then I started to shrink them smaller because I just think the big posters might not be as desirable for people. So the smaller ones might
You're probably right.
sell better. Yeah.
And
so-
also I noticed that a lot of people, when they like the pictures, they not necessarily like the Pioneer content and the wording. So maybe we can make the words smaller.
Agree.
And so
Yeah.
sometimes I
So
don't.
hey, let me see what I have.
I suggest them to cut the poster to. cut out the-
yeah.
So it's almost like it's flush. So
Yeah.
then they can just frame it.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you talking about when they write, there's like font under it and a big
Yeah.
When
picture
they're on the
instead of
bottom,
just,
It was really big, like a.
yeah,
Text, you know.
It's kind of outdated, huh, to do that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Here's, Nicole, you've seen this.
Yeah.
Sarah, I don't know, and Sarah, but so this is last year and this is what we do. Nothing wrong with
No.
not doing that on the bottom, but are you guys saying that that's, I think we're.
Almost like it's just
But
a
even
print.
the older poster was like, this big.
Cause you know what.
So
the
this
font.
is, the font was really
Have
big.
to have the font on it because it
I don't feel
is
it
kind
has
of,
I would.
But then
yeah,
it's
yeah,
smaller.
if it's
It
just the
It
print,
reminds me of like every year, some events like Bumper Shoot or the Salmon Days,
Yeah.
they'll do a poster and then they want they want it to be a collector's
Yeah.
piece or something, but
But I feel like people, like what we sell at the gallery, like hotcakes, are from the print bins, right? Like the G Clay print publication that people have made of their work. Those sell like hotcakes.
Well,
And if
that's
we
what
went
I
with the
was-
same approach.
well, that's what I was
That might
thinking with this
improve.
piece, because
Yeah.
it's so unique in the size.
Yeah.
That was my other thing, is there's something else that we
Yeah.
could print that would be, or even if it was greeting cards or something that would be still
I like the green.
something that we could, if everyone
Yeah.
wanted to take a green card and frame it, everyone has a memory piece. I'm not using the right words tonight, but yet not a big
Souvenir.
poster.
And the green card,
Yeah.
the green card doesn't take a lot of space,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's, but we can.
I'm not saying
I
greeting
think
card,
still
something-
do both. I would still do like a flush print. And then on the back, you know, they back it with the board. You could have a certificate of authenticity for the event and say like, this is from blah, blah, blah on the back.
Oh, like run stickers or
Yeah,
something?
just
and
like
then-
I'm sure there's a company or a place that prints that would do it simultaneously. Because I could see a lot of people framing it and putting it on their wall, you know?
Yeah,
Like.
I
this
like
size or-
that.
Yeah,
Then
just the size that is right there.
Then it's
not
more,
the green.
it's more like art instead of a poster. I think
Yes.
posters
Yeah.
are, people don't really want posters anymore, but they are happy
Right.
to get prints of art. I think.
Yeah. I think that would be a good move.
Okay,
Yeah, just make it like small.
Not even.
No, I agree. with
Yeah,
you, not
I'd get
even
rid of
anything,
the
even
whole
on the
thing.
back.
Put it on
No
the back.
font, no font
Yeah.
on the front.
okay.
No
That's
font.
my
Right.
recommendation.
On the back.
Because as much as it has a bumper shoot vibe too, it also has a dentist office vibe.
It does, and slash.
Yeah.
We're actually.
It can go
I
both
wouldn't
ways.
think-
I don't
we
think
go
we're
to the
going
same
towards.
dentist, but I'm thinking.
No.
there was- People are in
Yeah.
dentist offices.
Yeah.
I sit there, I've got like this beautiful lighthouse.
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, I agree, just like normal prints they do.
Yeah.
So you would say like, if I was doing this one over again, I would have our designer pre-make the border, like.
No border.
No border.
No, nothing like
Just
this.
flush.
Yes,
Like print to the
Yeah.
edge of the viewer.
Yeah, you could do like 1/8 of an inch of white around the edge, because normally when you get something framed, there's 1/8 of an inch cover up with a mat. But I think you'd be better off even doing it with a mat, have it printed with it like a set
Yeah.
and just be done. Because
What do you mean with a set?
so you can get, when you go send things to printers like G Clay. They'll do a very nice artist replication of it with high quality printers and inks, and then they'll actually mat it for you and you can just have it to put out. So that's
So it's
an
already on
option.
some sort of a
But
surface, but if I
yeah,
did it
it
like in a
would cost too
poster
much.
paper.
It would cost.
But in a
We won't
poster
be able to sell
paper,
No.
$15.
but in a
No,
poster
it wouldn't
paper, I
be.
would just have this.
Yeah,
And then, no, and maybe a little bit of white edge, so that
Yeah.
you're holding it.
Yeah.
So, and then same with this one.
Mhm.
This one could be fun to do in the size of a card or
mhm.
a poster, but okay.
I think people would want to collect them more, you know, if they
I
had.
personally collect them.
Yeah.
Every art
yeah.
gallery I go to, all I can afford are the
The cards.
cards.
Yeah.
yeah, and it seems like throughout the years, the font and the border size changes, so it just doesn't look good as a collection. Where if it was
Yeah.
just the print, I think it would be
Yeah.
stronger.
Keep it
Yeah.
simple, right?
You know, here's a thought. Well, there's two thoughts. One, what do we do moving forward? But also I am still kind of worried about everything in that poster bin. What if we went back to the very first one and we created like a set of greeting cards or a set of something if someone wanted to buy the collection, or is that too much?
We can.
Or
talk
should
to
I not
the-
invest, should we not invest
I think
dollars in
it's
going
simple.
backwards?
I keep it simple.
Yeah, I think keep it simple, just keep the poster.
Start moving forward.
Yeah, and then just the white edge.
Just moving forward.
And then this wall will be in the back, so.
Can't we cut it out?
We could. I was actually gonna volunteer. I was gonna say, well, I could cut out all the old ones and put them in sleeves and get them, but I don't know how many there are, so I don't wanna commit to.
And then a lot of people,
Yeah.
yeah, I also
I
think,
think I do like 20. I have
Yeah.
to go back and look, but like these ones, we found this in the back on the day of
Yeah.
Snoqualmie Day. Somebody bought it, but it was in the back. And then you found the one from the year before. It was still in the tube in the back. They weren't even
they
displayed.
still could.
Yeah,
They're so curly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like maybe this
And then
size could
you
be.
could have the bin, you like the, you know, how the artists have their bin
Oh,
that
you
flip
just,
through?
yeah.
We could have
Yeah.
that just for this.
We have a big band there.
Is there a
The-
better
it's-
bin that we
Well,
could
Deb,
buy?
you said it was in cardboard, right?
It's a
cardboard
cardboard.
poster.
Did you
But-
see that big cardboard?
But instead of that, like make it go with the gallery and just be one of the pop-up ones like everyone else has. So it just blends right in. And it just looks like art that, cause I think
But
when you said it,
it's not thick enough, and then we will have to net and then have the backing boards and.
can there, a backing board, a pack of backing board wouldn't be too expensive.
I don't know.
To just have a better plan moving forward.
Because their size of backing board.
If there was some sort of a better container,
Mhm.
that we could buy, I mean, could we buy something for less than a couple $100s?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that might be better
but
than,
then
because
the
the box you
what about
can't
the
see
bigger
it, but-
board?
Yeah, I feel like the box just throws me back to the nineties.
Poster that they're sitting in the box, there's no way they can fit into those containers.
Those are the ones that give me the most heartburn, is the ones that are really old and
The really
really
big
large.
ones.
The really big ones, and then they have that, I feel like they are maybe a bit outdated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and going back to the school idea, I'm the art teacher at North Bend and Cascade View. We do art auctions every year. So if you wanted to donate a few to the schools, that could be a purpose where I could frame them for the school, put them in the art auction, and full proceeds could go to the school for their
Oh,
art
wow.
programs. Yeah, I would just cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say replica on it, but I could see that
If you
being a,
wanna do that one. the
yeah,
bigger
for a
one,
couple of
we
them or
have
something.
hundreds of them. so-
Yeah.
You know, and the
I feel-
ones that showcase the trains, maybe the train museum, you know, the train depot
Oh.
might want a few. We could donate to them.
Yeah, the large one, and we keep the.
Even if we
small
cut it out, I'll put it
Yeah.
in frames and maybe the schools can put it up if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
then-
the
then-
train museum idea.
Yeah, if school wanna use some of those old one that we don't think it will sell to,
Here's another example. This one is beloved.
Yeah.
Sarah Nicole, this elk one, this is from 2017 and it is in the smaller size. So I think from probably 2017, 18, 19, 20, this might have been the first year that they were smaller. So I think that's easier for people in the gallery to display.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just those really, really large ones that
That's the
just,
number one comment we get is.
so
"Where am I
that's,
gonna
that's
put it?"
16 by 20, this is size 16 by 20, like.
I'm gonna trust you on that one. I don't know. Yeah, but I feel like something like that, some of them, like that one with the elk, it's just, people just go crazy over it, but no one sees it or knows it. 'Cause
I
it's in a
do feel
box.
like, I mean, I would be down to helping chop around those borders if we
Oh,
want to do
yeah,
a
me
few.
too.
I'll do it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Because it does date
And I'm
it.
not even good at
You have a
chopping.
paper cutter in your shop?
I've got a studio and tables and I got lots of.
I've got like the
drawings.
X-Acto knives and a big, you know, thing that we could
Yeah.
just,
Because
40
you're
X-Acto
saying
knives.
hard, but-
we could have a little cutting party.
Yeah. All right.
But no cutting after 2 glasses of wine.
Well, there's a wine shop
to the
below my
cutting party.
studio, so 2, actually.
Yeah, okay, so, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like give it a better shot of selling?
I'm happy that, but I think the main thing should still keep in the gallery.
Yes.
And then.
Yeah.
some of
I'm,
them
okay,
we
I'm
can,
not gonna advocate for that, we'll
Yeah.
get it out, so we'll keep it in the
And-
gallery. Gives, either one of you give me a price point of something like a better case, and
Okay.
we can purchase that. And then if you guys wanna cut some of them down, we can do that, and then, maybe I can find a sticker, or we have a plein air stamp that we stamp on the canvases,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be perfect, just on the
So-
back.
On the back.
Yeah,
like this.
that'd be perfect.
Then we don't have to purchase, we got something, right? And
But
then
if
we,
we put
We could put the date
the
underneath
painter's name, doesn't that go anywhere?
Oh, that does need to be on there.
And then we can
Yeah.
also call it limited edition.
We could have printed,
Yeah.
Because they would go,
but-
Yeah, more valuable.
so we don't plan it anymore on that.
Yeah, we would
could
need
do
the
it
artist
plan
name.
like maybe 20 or 30 or 50, and we say, we're done, we're not planning that anymore, so.
Maybe we
oh,
will,
I definitely think limited edition.
Oh, yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
there's a few pieces like this piece, because it is it's probably the
Yeah.
only elk piece, like if we were to ever sell out of this, if. Like we did a run of these, I think we could, there's certain ones that based on demand, we could do another print run, but it would have to be demand.
So the new one, we can do it that way, but I think in order to fit it in the bin that the gallery standardized. the size has to be smaller than this.
Totally.
So will be probably 11 by 14.
Yeah, so
Not
like
bigger,
this
not
one, what
bigger
would
than
you,
12 by 16.
so what would you guys say for this size?
Looks
That's a
to
very
me
odd
it's 8 by
size.
16.
Yeah.
It's 8 by 16. It's
It is.
okay. We can still sell, but I think if you sell this big, that would be like it can get
Are
bad.
all the pieces relatively small, the actual ones?
Some of them are, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
There are some that are really, when you leave tonight,
Yeah.
they're all downstairs in the first floor
Yeah,
Very
gallery.
small.
Some are small.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Cause actual size might not be a bad idea.
I would not be opposed to going back to some of the ones that were small and reprinting them without the border in a smaller number.
Yeah.
But some of the big posters, I just kind of feel like we might need to part with them.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah.
sure what part with them means, but maybe coloring pages, but some of the smaller some of the prints that are older, but they're just in really big poster size.
Yeah.
Would be pretty with smaller posters.
You know, there's an artist that he takes artwork, he finds at like thrift stores and stuff, and then he goes in and he adds things to them. So, I mean, I have kids in classes, there could be a project where you have to add to it. And it could be like a fun callback to the artist that did this or something, just a creative thought. Nothing that
Well,
would
I
be.
think like
but
that
something
better
could
than
be
the
reused.
landfill
Yeah,
and give to
exactly.
you to have kids.
Give
like
it one more
repurpose.
life at least.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
or even just going over it and turning it from a watercolor to a Van Gogh with oil pastels and making brush strokes. or something.
Maybe you can frame it and put it
Yeah.
on the.
And then, and then, yeah, yeah, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Competition.
Yeah, do something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by
I really
send the
like to
watercolor
give
to
water.
water?
Oh, so just draw over the top.
The greeting card?
Yeah, and like, you know, when they look at this color, look for like, what do you see, the yellow and the white? So
Yeah.
maybe white
Yeah.
down here, but
We
maybe
can
like
literally
yellow,
look
stuff
up
like
to
that.
your class and then you
Yeah.
can use it for.
Yeah, that's
kids.
always an option. I'm very good at finding purposes for things people don't want anymore.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
collected all the
Okay.
artwork in
And
the
then maybe
nineties.
print out for the school option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
then it would have like a real art tactility look to
Okay.
it too, like a.
all right, well, I think we kind of have a
Or they could
good
put
plan,
they
it's
could-
kind of
I think all kinds of
multifaceted
stuff,
of how to
you
move
know.
forward, but yeah, I think repurposing some of those
Yeah.
might be good to maybe try
Yeah.
to sell them some more, and then maybe whatever you guys can do. If you talk to the gallery, I think we did start to have a conversation and you started having a conversation with them that next year. Like, would they do the window or would they do something that would really give it front and center? Exposure in the gallery, you know, maybe if there's a cost to that,
Yeah.
like then maybe the Arts Commission.
I think they
pays for
will
that.
feel more excited if we start selling more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can.
You have to go
up
down in the fall.
The excitement of it all.
I mean, we
think,
just first
yeah.
sell what we have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I'll, I'm not.
yeah, I kind of don't wanna maybe spend, like, maybe with some of these endeavors to make it better, see how that affects the sales before we go back and reprint some of the old ones in smaller sizes.
Yeah, don't, yeah.
I don't know if I wanna.
I would just
invest in
focus on
that,
the new one and then we can look at what we have.
some of the smaller ones and trim them up.
Yeah, and then I
People
can
has to
figure
go,
out a way to.
But we'll
come up
keep
with-
going.
All
with the
right, guys,
meeting.
have a good night.
Thank you so much.
The backing and the sleeves are the only thing we
Like
can do.
making something with it, like you said, a card or maybe magnets.
Yeah, or coasters, or, you know.
But they're really big though. It's really.
Some of the original
No, I'm
pieces are
not
big,
talking-
some are really small.
I'm talking when we go forward,
Oh,
like.
It depends on the budget of SAC, because we have some classes that also need money for that, you know, so.
Mhm.
It,
But for this one, for my marching orders, for this one, try to do a poster in this size.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we print them at Minuteman Press, they do, I think, a nice job on the poster paper, so.
Yeah.
Although it might be kind of fun, this one maybe did like a greeting card
I like
size.
that idea.
yes, it's that.
Ask the Minuteman too if they do backing and sleeves.
Backing it, is the sleeves like the plastic things you mean?
And the backing would just be like a thin piece of
The
cardboard.
common, like.
Sometimes they do it and we can compare price and see what's more.
If you think about, more people will go in and buy just a card,
Yes,
because they didn't use it.
I know.
There's a select few of
It's a
people
guilt-free
who
buy,
are gonna
yeah.
look at a poster and think, okay, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna frame it.
It's a
and put
bigger
it in my
investment.
house. Yeah.
Well, it's like her piece that she did at the cherry tree one. I love it. And I bought the greeting card in my
It's
my
not a
bathroom
very
is
good plan.
beautiful, but I put it in a frame in my bathroom and I love it. And then Alex's piece is in the poster and I love that one.
Yeah.
And so I have that one. I'm gonna get that one framed. But you're right. It's an investment. So this was good topic. Thank you. And I'll send out my meeting notes to you guys to kind of remember our action items. So this was good. Well, and Nicole, did Sarah drop off? Oh, Sarah's still there. We don't have to make a decision today, but just real quick while we're all together too. So two things, the July planner paint out on Snoqualmie days. So the July planner paint out was very lightly attended. And we feel that there might have been more competition for things going on in the summer, like people were busy. And so
July's the worst month to do anything.
you think so?
Because you say competition, you also
You'd
have a
rather
few
go to
areas
first.
that the organization.
In August, because then you get back to
Yeah.
school crazy
Yeah.
mind, like everybody's kind of on there, and July and August are, everything's crammed into them.
Yeah.
And it's like not until October do people start breathing again,
Yeah,
and then like,
Rains also.
yeah, but then like in the summertime, like June. People don't really
that's
take
not
off
good.
right away for June and June.
so we really were asking ourselves that in July, because the numbers
Yeah.
had kind of started to kind of go down a little bit. And I think this year, I saw Donna Cronk, she was at the block party on Saturday and she was asking how it went. And I do feel like I didn't have Donna and Nicole Hansen nudging me about market it. So I was a little behind on that, but yet I don't know how much it would have made a difference. I just don't know if
Yeah.
30 painters would have showed up. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's also the traffic day, the traffic.
Oh, it was terrible. It was.
Oh, yeah, that was-
But
And
also
also
the
the summer
construction.
traffic.
And also the construction.
Do it on the same day that they've got the art walk and can't it be combined?
Snoqualmie days.
You
No,
mean the
not
art off the
Snoqualmie.
rails?
The art off the rails, can't it be combined?
That's
with
not a bad
that?
idea because we talked, so to go on, we were thinking, how do we do this? You know, do we do like the shoulder season that's still good weather? Like the cherry tree one was actually really good
We got 26.
participation. It was beautiful. Yeah, you run the risk of weather, but we like that. Do we do that again? So then we're like, oh, do we do maybe an April and an October? Or, September is good weather, but like right now, for instance, I don't know about you guys, but I'm burnt out from summer. I had block party on Saturday and I'm like, I'm done.
Well, and everyone's in their, like getting their system
Yeah,
back.
but the art off the rails, we need to find our footing
Yeah.
as a Snoqualmie Arts Commission with that event. So maybe our way of participating in that event is to hold the plein air paint out.
We can maybe have the plein air paint out, but also a big group outdoor paint class. People loved it at the library. It was so interesting. And you can still say people must bring their own canvases and you just have.
Well, it's really the same
Somebody
event,
who-
just moving it from.
Actually, with another thing we do have instructors, but the
With
people,
plein air.
the last year, this year, we do have
Okay.
instruction, but the people actually watching her doing stuff, it's very limited. Most of them are painters. So I don't mind to do it again, but me and Nicole was privately discussed, maybe next year if we want to do this again, we just do the veneer panel and not competition one. But maybe we're not doing it every year because it's a lot of work for all of us. And so, or we can rotate it. 1 year we do veneer panel, 1 year we do competition. So, and just not too much work for them.
We thought fall was like, let's just brainstorm. What if we took the July, the annual event that's been going on since 2010 and we move that to June, the art off the rails, that might be a little bit better month. And then maybe if there's capacity, meaning all of you guys and me, maybe we do every other year, one in the spring, one in the fall, one in the spring, one in the fall. Or do you think that's too much? Are we
I think we need consistency.
okay?
Oh, so every
Or
year we know.
what if we did something in March and June and then June and October, is that too much for all of us?
You think about the returning artists that come every year, they've got it they know, they plan on it probably every year to come. And so I would say consistency is better. And then reaching out your marketing, what is our marketing that we do? Is it just a general mail out to the area?
That's
or-
where we need some help with that. You know,
Okay.
I signed us up for the plein air, I think Washington group, and then we put it out in our social media. and
Yeah.
but I don't think it's enough to get it out. We need to get it out to other painters and groups.
And like sending it to like Pratt, to Gage, to
yeah,
Cornish,
cool.
to UW, to all the, any big art department type thing, they get some information on it and they can put it on their like newsletter
But
even.
maybe if we combine it
that.
with the art walk thing,
The art off the rails.
then we kind of attach up to
Yeah,
their
we've already
marketing.
got the foot traffic.
We've already, because
Yes.
they've got the
Do
marketing.
both, yeah.
Yes.
Just latch on
But
to it.
the concern with that is that a lot of artists they want to, like last year the Nicole
They wanna have a
Hansen,
booth.
they want to have their own thing. They don't want to
So
combine.
do you think some of the artists that would
And I
maybe
can see
paint
that-
out of hangout would also have a booth? Is that the worry? Is there duplicity? Are they doing the same thing? I don't know.
Well, the thing is that are we concerned about people? I think maybe this year because we are not doing enough advertise and plus a lot of the contract matters, so that's why that we have a low membership.
Low participation.
Yeah, so I don't know, I do think that if we can change to spring or October instead of summertime, and like you said, consistency, maybe we just stay there like that.
I think the foliage will attract them, the colors of October.
Also, Art of the Rails is cursed with bad weather.
Yeah, I
You're
tell
not- every single time.
You're okay. And
Every
then
single
even when they
time.
went to.
So not
No.
being superstitious. but
No, but they did it in
And they're
September
also
the
doing
first
the
year, which is
Father's Day
normally,
every
it's the
single
right
year, those-
September month, it's always good and it was
But
rain
they
and then they moved it to.
If we don't
People
move
here.
here to arts on the rail,
They-
what are we
I
going to
don't
do? Because we need to do something.
No, well, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's saying if we don't move the plein air art off the rails. If we don't move the plein air event to art off the rails weekend, then we have to do something to help participate with that event.
Oh, like come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
But see, like when we do the spring thing, we didn't do much compared to we do the summer one.
And we got great.
We got break,
participation.
and I think one of the reason is because artists has been taking break for winter time, and they really wants to go out and paint.
Yeah.
So that's why I think the springtime is good.
And I have to tell you, those cherry trees, you
Gosh,
guys.
Yeah.
So we painted and actually, because I think we were there, but literally it was Saturday, on Monday, I was so worried. And then every day the trees got better and on the day, it was great.
Yeah.
2 days later, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the week and a half, so many people come to town.
Yeah.
And they're also going to the Fall City trees. There were so many people coming and looking at the trees in Railroad Park and King Street
Yeah,
that I told staff, we actually, on those weeks, we have to
Yeah.
close the road.
yeah.
Because people would be standing in the middle of the street
Oh.
taking pictures because there's these beautiful trees and I'm like, oh my God, it's a road, you can't do that.
It's too
But,
gorgeous.
I mean, we run the risk of bad weather, but you're right, it's very pretty. And there's
And we
also
do have a
other
lot of-
areas around downtown. We don't
Yes.
have to say just plant the cherry trees.
And then also, we have a lot of shady, if it's actually raining, there has
There's
places
places you
that
can-
They could be on the
can-
boardwalk under the eaves if they wanted. They could be sitting under the eaves of a store.
Bring your own booth.
Yeah, right. But what you're saying is you felt like people were like, oh, winter's over. I'm gonna get out and paint.
I think that's why, part of the reason why we got so many people that time, and they don't have a conflict with the summer schedule.
So the markets, the
And
market
the thing-
schedule, yeah, is
Like
heavy.
artists being in market.
Heavy market. It starts like April and it's just solid until like October for a lot of artists. But a lot of them, the big ones like Bellevue Art Museum, Anacortes Art Fest. There's a couple others that happen every year at the same time, same weekend. It's like all of July. There's a different one.
Oh, yeah, the Seattle Art Fair I went to
Yeah,
this year.
Seattle Art Fair,
Yeah,
all those
that's-
ones are all like boom, boom, boom in a row, and they're all like July, August. So that's something to, if you go with spring and fall, you're kind of out of those more.
I
available.
agree with spring.
You like that, Sarah?
I like spring. Spring is definitely, you're not planning around vacations.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit with
All the
spring
other
break
stuff.
and Easter, but I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like our town is prettier in the spring than the fall. We're not, we're not Vermont here. I mean, you know, I mean, yeah. If I had
the
to,
pink is just.
it's stunning.
And your weather is most probably rather gonna be good in spring.
We only do one a year, right?
We only do one a year, and I think we need to manage our capacity and our
Yeah.
resources of
Yeah.
both staff and budget, I think.
Yeah.
So Sarah, what would your vote be to do not one in the summer, but do the spring?
Yeah, I would say just do the spring one, I think.
One fall.
Summer's so busy.
holidays.
And there's just so many events. I think that's part of the problem.
And it was an interesting day because I also look at things with my work here too, is like economic development. Like we were bringing in people from outside the area. They were coming in and getting food. They spent the day, you know, they got lunch. So it was,
Far away.
yeah, they did. There was, I think, some, I'd have to look at my notes, but there was some people
Yeah.
from the south end.
Mm.
It wasn't just locals. So, and then the art off the rails, I think that is worthy of it. Maybe that's like an October agenda item, because I think we have to try to put our heads together. You know, what can we do about that? But
And also out of the real is mainly for North Bend, not Snoqualmie. So
you what?
the out of the real is
Mhm.
mainly for North Bend, but not Snoqualmie.
You know, they definitely have picked up that burden, and I appreciate what they did. You know, we were kind of in our situation for the last couple of years. I think they're nice partners to do something, but yeah, that might have left, that train might have left the station a little bit, like we can get a little bit of it back, but
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
their city did the posters and.
we
whatnot.
originally did that the first year together, and then I think my designer did do that, but then we shared resources, and then it just kind of evolving. And that's just, it is what it is, right? Like, it is what it
Okay,
is,
so
so,
we figure out in October then.
okay. And then with March and April, we got it pretty good. Like I looked at old pictures of the cherry trees, and it was like the last weekend in March, early April. But it's also like for me, for my support with this depends on spring break. Like if there's no egg hunt spring break, that's usually when I can take a vacation, because I can't travel in the summer with my, yeah, I'm just saying.
No, same.
Walks, you know, or if it's like, if I'm gone, then it would be like, okay, guys, you know, this is all on you, but we can figure those things out.
We can
Yeah.
leave it out later.
Yeah, okay,
If we all go with spring, then let's just say.
okay, go around, you good with spring?
Just not spring break.
Not spring break,
Yeah.
yeah, spring
Yeah,
break.
spring break.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, and then spring break, like, I think we all have, a lot of us have kids or different things, we'll just, you know, if it's not the cherry trees, maybe it's still spring, but it's not the cherry tree time.
There's beautiful.
There's lots of other
Yeah,
things in the
there's-
spring. We could still say, we could do the similar theme downtown, or it could be, you know, we could do another theme again. It doesn't have to be the cherry trees. It could just be spring. Okay. The Snoqualmie Days booth. So this year we did that for, just to kind of try it out and kind of push the plein air. I think we sold 3. I think it was an intro, we got 1 plein air painter out of it. We sold a few posters. I think I would leave it up to you guys. I don't feel that the Arts Commission always has to have a presence. There was kind of, you know, we just kind of did it but also just trying to manage everyone's summers and schedules, including my own, but I don't think anything really happened that was like, oh my God, we absolutely have to be there.
Okay.
Or, you agree? Yeah. It was, I would say actually, if the Arts Commission had to choose which event to be at, I think it would be the block party that just happened on Saturday. That was very well attended. Now, Snoqualmie Days this year it was so hot. It was like heat advisory hot. And it was also the last Saturday before school started. And I've known with doing events in this community that August, that's when people travel. So the kids were back in school. And so the event on Saturday was much more well attended. So just thoughts on that one. Okay. And then I have on the agenda
The October art classes, Shine is teaching again, and she had amazing. I will send out a poster.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really one. And then I try to, I send out the email to the gallery members if they want to sign up for the teaching the classes in 2 hours, and then they can contact me and I can arrange. So we will have October, November, December's until the end of March or sometime in April. So this is and I think because library is doing most of the work, so it's not create a lot of burden on us. And I'm just arranging, and then artist was doing the
You're just doing it
teaching.
for October though, right? Or are you doing October, November, December? Just October?
In October, we only have one book.
Yeah,
And my goal is to have 4 classes
in a year.
in those months. And so we are thinking about like a crochet classes, and also that I want to ask Ashley if you are interested in teaching the teenage kids, maybe 2 hours some things in the classes, and then the city can reimburse you for the, if you're interested in doing that.
Yeah.
And then I can, because the library has their own rule, like they will have some sort of the team working on commercial and advertising. So they need at least 6 weeks. So when you submit your pictures, what I do, I usually just talk to Jen, say, hey, this artist I introduced to her. And then you can say, oh, this is the class I'm going to teach.
Yeah.
And you give them a picture. So because they need the pictures and a little description on what they teach.
Yeah, the library, they do the design for it. They work with their designer, but they're very rigid.
And
It's
after
like
they
6 stages.
print out the flyer, and then she will send it to me, and I will forward to the city, and then the RA, and they will advertise for those. And then usually we ask about 20 people, not more than, but sometimes in structure that some people will say 10 people.
Yeah.
I totally respect. I'm not gonna ask them how many they should take or anything. I'm just arranging a class. And I do like to see the class grow, and then people will feel the benefit and contribute to a community that part of the gallery can do for the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the October, but do you have a November, December, or is that in 2026?
I thought we want to do one crochet class, so I can.
With
ask
Jen at the library?
With Jen, but
Yeah,
are you gonna ask her to do that?
either way.
Because I see Min's do this really beautiful flower crochet, and then she just put it in the cardboard and sell for the card. So if we can teach something like as simple, and we just provide some yarns, and then
Yeah.
they can just do
I
something.
think that would be, we
And
did the
those
first
class
crochet
can
class and it
be
was
for
great.
not just adult, can be for any ages.
Yeah. We did the one crochet class with art major, and it was pretty well attended, and then it fizzled out, but I think it was just people got busy. I feel like the crochet classes or these library classes are probably good in the winter time when people are looking for indoor activities.
Yeah, so I can ask Jen first, and if not, then I know Min doesn't want to teach. She doesn't wanna teach. She hardly teach, so she's probably not in the list. But I can ask Jen.
Yeah, Jen
Or
could
do you
be.
guys know anybody that know?
I don't know a crocheter.
Yeah, Maria can.
Yeah, I came to learn.
Yeah, okay, all right, keep it up.
Okay.
I thought of one more thing, you guys, and I don't have a picture of it, but 5, 6, 7 years ago, one of the arts commissioners painted the Twin Peaks sign. So part of the whole Twin Peaks thing out on Mill Pond Road, there used to be a sign that was in the show, but stolen. So they painted this,
Stolen. Gosh.
yeah, so if you were to go to this, I can look it up while I'm talking to you.
I thought someone had the original one.
Well, someone stole it, but there's an artist in town who lives here on the road, Barb Kofod. She's a big Twin Peaks fan.
Yeah.
She has one herself and she pulls it out onto the road. But this one that we have is, the city owns it because we, we painted it, and
Is that the one where Mayor Ross took a photo with?
yes, that's what I'm looking for. Yes,
Yeah, it's-
February, bear with me. Am I not finding it? Anyhow, it's the Twin Peaks sign, and it's on this frame. And the chamber has been keeping it for us because we would just have it in storage. And the Twin Peaks is alive and well. People come from all over. Just in October, people came from Australia, Belarus, Tennessee.
It's huge in
New York,
Australia.
Wales,
It's huge in
Italy.
Australia.
Italy.
I actually just met a couple today that's from Australia
Yeah.
that were
The
here because
literacy
of.
said we have more than
of it.
50,000 people that come.
Yes, yeah, and then she, so we also have in the lobby. Some pictures or print that David Lynch drew, which last year we gave to the gallery in February, but. It's basically embracing all things Twin Peaks because it is definitely bringing people here. So this big sign. I'm gonna have brought back here to City Hall and we'll keep it here in our lobby, but then I had a thought and I have approval to have to go to the mayor. On one of the walls, probably underneath the stairs where the bell is, I want to see if we can have an artist on the wall paint the sign, because it's on this big post and it's kind of big and bulky, but if it was on this wall that people could pose in front of it and
Which
take a
wall?
I can, when we walk out tonight, I can show you guys. But I mean, what are you, and do you think, do you think if we put a call for artists out, there's probably
But
some
would
artists.
people walk all the way
Well,
here to take the photo?
So
Yes.
When they
Rachel,
find out about
No,
it.
they do, it's
Yeah.
crazy, so they do.
Rachel at Tweeds just did all the competitions to do the murals outside. I was selected for the big mural,
Nice.
which we're doing a full, yes, we're doing a
basically
full.
want an artist to take this
thing,
one that's on
but
post
she
and
has-
replicate it on the wall.
She just paid someone to replicate it on the back of the building. Have you seen it yet?
No,
So there's someone who's actually done it that you could get the information from Rachel, or Rachel might have a bunch of people who were in the competition that submitted that or wanted their
or we can
fans
just
and
do a
wanted.
call for artists ourselves,
Yeah.
like looking for
Yeah.
a call for artists to I mean, it's not
Yeah,
like
which
your
is-
own design, it's like.
It's pretty.
Replicate this, I
Yeah.
just need you to be able to
Yeah.
paint this, but on this wall.
Yeah.
But, I
What
thought,
Twin Peaks iconic thing in Snoqualmie? Is it just the falls?
well, it's the falls, it's the
The
lodge,
bridge,
it's the
rally.
bridge.
Yeah.
Even the big log was
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, put it by the big wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
no,
a place.
no, I want to put it like on the wall here in the building,
Oh.
and the people will come inside and take. I mean, ideally
But
somewhere,
how are people gonna know there's a,
Oh, social media.
oh, they find it,
no.
yeah.
There should be a Twin Peaks map too.
How many there we should
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I am putting one in the
That
kiosk.
has a-
Yeah,
and then
there
how
you
are we
go.
gonna get
Yeah.
on weekends?
Find all the
That's
things.
the only
Yeah,
bad
like
part, is
treasure
that they
hunt.
wouldn't be able to be here on the
You
weekend.
want so many people in your building.
I think we'd be okay with it. I
It
mean,
was outside the building. And there's cameras on the rails, right, and stuff, like maybe at the bottom.
it's not a bad idea. These are things to talk about, you're right.
Cause then anybody could come by and then hopefully like, they have graffiti protected, you can put on stuff. And I don't think anybody would hurt it,
You
but
might get a lot of loud.
you'd have it on cameras.
Oh,
I mean, there's people, it's not like 10 a day, that's the only,
Oh.
yeah, and also, we are only open to the public Monday through Thursday, but I think that people come for long weekends, so if they knew like there was a photo op, maybe they'd go, oh, on Thursday, we gotta get in town, or Monday, so, I mean, I don't feel like it has to be available 24/7, I think, we just make it available, but,
Yeah.
but you guys, if I can flesh it out and
Yeah.
get permission, there's
yes,
something
very
to this.
exciting.
I think you would just need to have it highly accessible.
Why
Because Tweeds
Yeah.
literally has the same thing on the back of their building. They also have a sign you can take a picture with. Have you seen it yet?
No, but you're leading me to believe I probably wouldn't wanna put anything outdoors in, cause that would really be copying them. If we did something out, I wanna protect what they're doing.
I don't think that they'd be so worried about it, because they're the iconic spot. They're the
They
number
are.
one that everyone's gonna go
They
to.
are the number one.
So I don't think they'd be, Rachel's.
We also have Dirtfish,
Yeah.
is, where the sheriff's office was. So
Yeah,
I think per number of locations that were filmed, Snoqualmie has the most, but that Tweeds is the most iconic, so.
yeah.
How about this, we'll be fleshing this out a little bit more and
Yeah.
see what happens with
Yeah,
that, but I
I was
just.
looking at an app that had Twin Peaks spots in Snoqualmie and I can't find it.
Why don't you put it on the
Was it
wall
the-
of the train station, but they won't allow you to.
I don't think they would wanna do that,
I think there's a lot of people who are hardcore not fans of the show.
Oh,
too.
yeah, and like train.
Yes, I feel like they don't
Yeah.
cross paths very
But they
much.
should put the mural somewhere where there is an iconic spot already.
Mhm.
yeah. So
Like,
maybe,
let's- yeah,
also,
big
maybe
stuff.
what we do is maybe we just put the sign on we bring the sign over this week or so and just have it on the tracks and see
Ooh,
what kind of traction we get
Okay.
with that, and then if it's too cumbersome and we wanna just put it on the wall, I don't know, I'll have to have the questions internally with different people to see, but I think knowing you guys think, hey, there's something here about this, and then maybe just a call for artists, but again, just like, I want you to recreate this on this wall.
Yeah.
So, okay, anything else then for the good of the order?
there's some sort of training, right, this month?
Yeah, did the city clerk send that to you?
I guess so. I just
Okay.
wanted to.
Yeah, next
confirm
Monday, there's a training. It was
Monday.
on my calendar. I thought it was just staff, but then I think I
Oh.
saw a reminder she sent tonight. And
Yeah,
it looked like there were some other commissioners on there.
okay,
So
I'll
did
double
Simon
check.
get it too?
I guess,
Okay.
yeah, I'll ask him.
Okay,
Okay, I'll just plan
yeah,
for
take
it.
a peek.
Is it training for being a commissioner?
I'm gonna have to double check.
Council and commission training, that's what I wrote.
Yeah,
What time is it?
6 to 8.
I didn't do any of that.
I mean, yeah, it's probably in your inboxes. I'll see if I
Okay.
can print some stuff out. Okay. Boy, we've talked a lot about art tonight,
I
guys.
love it.
Yeah, all right, so I guess, and Sarah's still hanging with us. Cool. Okay, so we'll adjourn the meeting. Sarah, do you have anything?
Nope, that was it. Thank you. All
Thanks
really
for
fun
attending.
topics today.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it was some meaty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, some real work to get done. So right on. Thanks, you guys. All right, have a good night.